Okay, so we are now on topic 1-5, and this is a pretty fun topic. And you're going to need today just your notes and your pencils. Our goal is also called our objective. We're going to use a big kid word now. Our objective is to make sure that you can multiply and divide by the powers of 10. So write in Roman numeral number 1, topic 1-5, and first we're going to talk about multiplying by the powers of 10. So I have this first number here, 6 and 25 hundredths, and I'm going to multiply that by 1,000. Well, instead of doing it the old way, where we take, 6.25, we're going to multiply it by 1,000, we have to do all this work, and we're moving things over, and we have these decimals and these placeholders, and we're adding, and there's so many places where we can make a mistake. Instead, we're going to multiply by the power of 10. I count how many zeros there are. There's 1, 2, 3 zeros. And that tells me when I multiply, I'm going to move my decimal to the right 1, 2, 3 places. 1, 2, 3. And in this empty spot, I'll put a 0. So 6 and 25 hundredths times 1,000 would be 6,250, which is the same answer I got up here. When you multiply, you always move your numbers to the right. When you multiply by positive powers of 10, we're always going to move to the right because when you move the decimal to the right, it makes the number bigger. And when we multiply, our numbers get bigger. So another way of writing this, instead of having to write it by 1,000, I could use an exponent. Remember, 1,000 is really just the base of 10 with 1, 2, 3, 3 zeros. So it's a third exponent. So 6 and 25 hundredths times 10 to the third power. This tells me I'm going to multiply, I'm going to move my decimal to the right 3 places. So again, 3 places, 1, 2, 3, fill in my extra spot with a 0. Get rid of all that stuff. So let's try this one. I have 8 hundredths times 10 to the 5th power. I'm multiplying, so I'm going to move to the right. How many places am I going to move to the right? 5 places. So I'm going to start with my decimal and move to the right 5 places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I fill this in with zeros, and I erase all this, and I no longer need this front 0. So 8 hundredths to the times 10 to the 5th power is really 8,000. Let's try again. 15 times 10 to the 4th power. I'm going to take my decimal. Oh no, I don't have a decimal. So where is a decimal when you don't see it? Well, this is the trick I teach you. A decimal is the numbers, it's like a dog's tail. It's the number's tail. And if I have a dog, we're going to see some awesome art. Got my dog. Here's my dog right here. It's gonna, he's obviously been in a horrible accident. My dog. Where would the tail be on this dog? The tail is always at the end. But what if my dog got in a horrible accident and his tail got cut off? Does that mean he doesn't have one? Well, he does. I just can't see it anymore. It's always at the end. So if you can't see the number's tail, if you can't see the decimal, it's just hidden. It's been chopped off. It's been in a horrible accident. It's just at the end. That's all it is. So, sorry, it's funny to me. Okay, so we have our number 15. We don't see the decimal, so we know it's its tail, so it's at the end. And I'm going to move it to the right 4 places. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to fill this in with zeros. So 15 times 10 to the 4th power is 150,000. Okay, I want you to try one. I'm going to erase some of this. I would like you to please try 3 times 10 to the 5th power. Remember, start with your decimal. You don't see a decimal, it's the tail. Where does the tail go? Okay, you should have gotten 300,000. We move our decimal over 5 places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now let's try dividing by powers of 10. Dividing is the opposite. So instead of moving our decimal to the right to make the numbers bigger, we're going to move the decimals to the left to make the numbers smaller. So again, 6 and 25 hundredths, but now I'm going to divide it by 1,000. So before I had to do, 6.25, divide by 1,000, and there's all this work to do. But now I'm just going to count 1, 2, 3. And it says divide, so I'm going to move it instead of the right this time, I'm going to move it to the left. 1, 2, 3, and I fill it in with these zeros. So this is 625 with 625 hundred thousandths. Another way of doing it again is here is 6 and 25 thousandths divided by 10 to the third power, again where it tells us to move it 3 places. So just like before. Let's look at this one. 8 hundredths, and we're going to divide it by 10 to the 5th power. So divide tells me to move to the left. I'm going to move it 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I filled this all in with zeros. This would be 8 10 millionths. I had to count it there. So again, we have 15 divided by 10 to the 4th. We're going to move our decimal. Oh, where's our decimal? We don't see our decimal. It's just the tail. Remember, it's always right here. Don't put it right there. You do not want your dog with a tail growing out of its front. That's gross. It starts here. Again, we're going to divide. We're going to move it to the left 4 places. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's have you try one now. I'm going to erase this. And I'm going to say 1 8/10 divided by 10 squared. Remember, 2 just means squared. So which way should we go and how many places? If you said your answer was 18 thousandths, that's correct. You should move it to the left twice. So let's look down here. I have a beginning number. Something happened to it and became this number. I want to know what happened to it. So let's look. I have 6 and 25 hundredths, and it became 6,250. Did it get bigger or smaller? Well, it got bigger, so I know I multiplied. And I multiplied by a power of 10, because that's what we're doing, and now we need to figure out how many times we multiplied it. So all we do is we're going to count how many places we moved that decimal. Well, my decimal was here, and now it's over here, so let's count. 1, 2, 3. I multiplied it by 10 to the 3rd power. Let's look at this one. I had an 18, and now I have an 18 thousandths. My number definitely got smaller, so I know I divided by a power of 10. Well, how much did I divide it by? Well, let's count. My decimal was here, because I don't see it, and now it's been moved. 1, 2, 3 places. Let's look at this one. We have 5,100, and now we have 51. Again, my number got smaller, so I had to divide. My decimal was here, and now it's all the way over here, so we moved it over 1, 2 places. Last one we're going to do together. I had 41 and 23 hundredths, and now I have 412,300. It's definitely got a lot bigger, so I multiplied. And let's count. I start out my decimal here. Just count how many places we moved it over. 1, 2, 3, 4 places times 10 to the 4th power. Okay. Well, write this all down, and I will see you tomorrow.